Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's J-Bo again. You're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing now? Well, this is actually a pretty important video, and the first disclaimer I want to throw out there is that YouTube, I believe, no longer allows showing gun repairs or modifications to firearms, so I'm not going to be doing any modifications or repairs. But I can show you how to fix something that is wrong yourself on your own, or bring it to a gunsmith, which is what I would recommend for safety reasons. Anytime you disassemble a firearm and replace parts, if you don't do something properly because you don't know, you could cause more harm than good, which could be a fatality. So that's the first disclaimer I'd like to put out there, is to have guns repaired by a gunsmith, a licensed one. So anyway, that being said, this video is about the G2C by Taurus. Now they make the 9mm and the 40 and a couple other versions of this, that, and the other with a longer barrel, but they all use the same parts from what I've noticed, the part numbers. And the problem with this firearm is it has a broken trigger bar, and we figured that out because we opened it up and looked. And the reason why I say we is this is my brother's firearm. We were shooting Saturday and it did not function. It stopped functioning. And what it was doing is, I'll take the magazine out, make sure it's clear, as you can see in there, which it is. The trigger won't clicky. It is broken. Now, consequently, because the trigger won't clicky, my brother looked all over the place on YouTube for videos on this, and he could not find a single video to explain how to do this. So this is the purpose of this video. The slide will not come off if you do it like the Glock version, and you pull down the release thing. Trigger won't click, so you can't get the slide off. It's stuck. There's nothing you can do no matter what. Try it again. See, it's pulled down all the way. Nothing. So you can't get the slide off to figure out what's wrong with it. So the remedy for that is, excuse me, was actually quite simple. And I was looking this over, trying to figure this out. I was looking on YouTube for videos like people do, and nobody had anything. So I just took a basic, complete tear down, breakdown, knocking all the pins out, blah, 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 taking the gun apart, disassembly. And I was like, well, see this rear plate? This is the cover that's behind the firing pin for a striker-fired handgun, and it keeps the firing pin in there. So what I did was I locked the slide back like you would without a magazine. Make sure it's empty, okay? Very important. You don't want to hurt yourself or do anything stupid. And you just push up on the lever while you rack this back like that, and the slide will stay open. Now I'm going to put my headlight on. Hopefully this works. Here's a good view of the firing pin. I'm going to use my tweezers. So this here is the piece that is the firing pin. Now you see this plastic sheathing on it. What you want to do is you want to hold the plastic sheathing down with the end of something like this, or a small flathead screwdriver, and you hold that down so you can lift the firing pin. And I know this is hard to show, but what you want to do is you want to hold that piece of plastic down with the end of the screwdriver, and at the same time take this and push it up like that. See that? So you just need something to hold that down there, that orange piece. Now most striker fired are similar and you do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this the way I'll need to do it. Hopefully it shows up on video. Now when you have that like that, what you're going to do there we go, is slide that piece out from the back. See where that came out of there? I'll show you in a second. And the reason why you need to do that is this little piece that goes in here on the back of your firearm, like that's in here, you can't take this out unless you hold that piece of plastic down and push the firing pin back while you're holding it down this way. Then you'd just be able to pull this out. Now on a new firearm it might be a little stiff like it was just for me a second ago. This has only been taken apart once, which is why. But once that's done, release the slide after you take the firing pin out. And oh yeah, we're gonna release the thing. See, make sure that that is pulled down. So I'll put it back. So you just do like you would after you have the firing pin removed. Hold that down. Then now your slide will come off. So put this back here. So anyway, there's your firing pin assembly removed, and you can see it's spring loaded. And when it's spring loaded, it keeps all the pressure against that back plate, and you can't take it off to take the slide off. So you have to relieve that by holding the plastic down like that and pulling this backwards in that direction so you can pull that plate out. So that's all you have to do, and as you can see it comes off. And the problem with this firearm is that trigger bar, which goes underneath this thing here that goes up against the slide. It comes in here, and the piece that's in here on the end of it is snapped off. It's broken. So that's the part that failed. And it's like a $20 part if you can find one. And you can send it to Taurus. That's the other thing I want to say, is Taurus has a lifetime warranty on their firearms now, even these lower budget ones. So even though this firearm can cost you $210, $230 in the 40 caliber, which this is, or the 9mm, you can send it to Taurus. You call their customer service care on their official website for customer service. They will send you a box. You put the firearm in a box, making sure it's unloaded, obviously, and you mail it off to Taurus. And I guess the turnaround time isn't too bad from them, from what I've heard, from what my brother was telling me, speaking to the person on the phone. And that's it. So I would recommend doing that if it's under warranty. And if you have an older one that's not under warranty any longer, I don't know if they go by serial number or if they will just take it back and fix it anyway. I don't know what kind of company Taurus is. But you could do it that way. Either way, get it fixed properly. It's not an expensive repair. That's the important thing. But anyway, the problem is you need to confirm, if you need to confirm what's wrong with it, or if you need to open it for some reason, that's how you would do it. So I hope this helps you out with that. And this is my Smith & Wesson SD40 VE, which is also nice. I like this. and it's the same thing. You see, you get that little white plastic piece there for the firing pin. So you just slide this back and you hold that down with the screwdriver head, and then you take that plastic piece out the back. It'll just slide right up out, and then you can take the firing pin out. So a lot of these are the same design. Some of them are slightly different. Like this is my Mechanic TP9SA 9mm. Taking off the polymer frame. And on this one, you have the same design for the firing pin, but there's no plastic piece in there for me to reach to do that, to remove that back plate. And we have an indicator thing here. So there's more gizmos in this one, and there's a different procedure for it, which I don't know what it is for this one. I've never had to do it on that one. So when the time came, I would look into that. So anyway, there you have it. This is pretty beat up at this point. It's been used a lot. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds through this. Fantastic firearm. So anyway, I really hope that helps somebody out. I don't know if YouTube is going to remove this video. I hope not, because this can be of benefit to people who own these, who have had that same problem. And also other firearms. But the most important thing is, and I cannot stress it enough, is to make sure there isn't a live round in it. Make sure you can verify that. Never take a firearm apart if there's a round in it and you don't know what you're doing. That's what a gunsmith is for. And they've been trained and licensed, and they know what they're doing. And I'm sure even then, once in a while, they run into an accident or two. But just be safe. It's important. Safety first. So anyway, I really hope that helps people out. And I want to thank my brother Jim, who suggested that I make this video, because there wasn't anything available for anybody to look at. Just a whole bunch of teardown videos on how to take it apart. So that's basically what this is. If you have a problem where it won't come apart normally. So anyway, hopefully this helps. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you like this channel, click like, subscribe to it. It's not monetized. I'm not going to get rich off it. So I just make videos I hope people like and it makes sense too. And I'm going to get this back together and call it a day. So thank you very, very, very much for watching. Bye-bye.